Welcome back to Refine the Fire. My name is Tracy Renee. I pray that you're all blessed on today. I just want to say something really important that the Lord has put on my heart, and it's that you should always say what God has called you to say and do what God has called you to do. He's been saying to me that He's put things on people's heart to speak, and sometimes people don't say what God is calling them to say because they are concerned about what people might think. I know this has happened to me. There was once a point in time where I was very much a people pleaser, and to maintain relationships and friendships, you can kind of like dumb yourself down, or either don't say things that God is calling you to say because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, or you don't want somebody to take it wrong. In this season, God is really calling a lot of people to speak up and speak out. So regardless of what it is and what it looks like, you have to be obedient to God first. Okay. If you try to hold on to relationships and not do what God has called you to do, you're going to lose either way. But I'll say this though, when God is smiling on you, when He gives you like that thing in your spirit where you feel that peace about something, you can feel God's approval behind that. It's no feeling like that. And one thing about it is that if you try to do things to please people and not God, in the end, you will see that really didn't help them. So you have to do what God says and say what He tells you to say. Don't beat around the bush. It's all in how you say things too. I'm learning that it's the way you say it. And sometimes it's just the way people perceive it. They may take it the wrong way, but that's not really your problem to handle. Okay. And God is calling a certain people to rise up. This is the remnant. This is the job of the remnant, to rise up and to say what God is calling them to say, to do and set the example, right? People are going to look at you a little crazy and may feel some type of way, but that's not really your concern. Your concern should be to please God first. Okay. And so if that causes you to lose friends or whatever, all you need to do is pray that God will attract you to your circle, because He will do that. Sometimes He will allow things to happen to show you that these people weren't your friends to begin with, that they may have been acquaintances, associates, but they really weren't your friends. I remember somebody told me, you always trying to be better. You always trying to look to try to do better. Yes, I do. I want to do better. I do want to make sure I'm in right alignment with God. I do want to be corrected if I'm in error. I don't want to be in error for 5 years and then realize when it's too late that I've been doing something wrong. So yes, I do like to get myself together and get myself in alignment. Absolutely. In every area. So I don't mind correction. I don't mind, somebody saying, hey, maybe you should try it this way. I'll listen. Whether or not I do it, that part is up to me, but I don't automatically reject it, because people that reject wisdom or instruction are usually foolish type people and prideful type people. That's a sin. Pride is sin. Okay. And so when you get around too many people where you got to, be people pleasing, and you got to readjust what you think or how you think, what you believe and what you say, I'm telling you, just do what God has called you to do. Say what God has called you to say, and leave it at that. Pray for people to receive it the right way. Pray that God will give you the right delivery, the right tone, and all of that, and leave it in His hands. Don't try to compromise. Hear what I'm saying? Don't try to compromise. Beating around the bush, trying to say things to please people, it'll never work. It's never going to work. It's never going to work. That's what the Lord is saying right now. It's never going to work. You're not going to please people, and you're not going to please Him doing that. So the best thing to do is just do what He said. Say what He told you to say. Go where He told you to go. Act how He told you to act, and let people deal with their emotions on their own. I love y'all. Be blessed. Stay encouraged. Allow God to refine you in the fire. And I will see you guys on the next one as the Lord leads. Bye.